Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I need to think of an intro thing, you know how like Olivia Neal says like good evening. I need to think of one, and like Sprinkler of Glitter went hello Sprinklerinos. Wow, I missed that woman. Anyway, I am going to film today sort of like a get to know me, even though no one asked for it, but I'm doing it anyway. It's a great idea. Basically, I've just seen on this girl's story, she put on like a post, 70 horrible questions, ... fuck it. So I was like, you know what, this would be a cool video idea. So I put it on my story and I've said, give me a number. And quite a lot of people have given me numbers. I won't obviously be able to do all of them, but I'm just going to go through them now. I've not read the questions. I know the first one is something about parents or something. It's going to be exciting, hopefully. Okay, so the first one, I don't know whether to say people's names and stuff, but because I don't know whether people don't want to be exposed or something, I don't know. But the first one's number 10, and the question for number 10 is, when was your last physical fight? I don't think I've ever been in a physical fight in my whole life. Not even with my sister or anything. Me and my sister don't fight, so yeah, never. Next one is Georgia said number 57. Do you believe in true love? Yes, I do. I do believe that you can find somebody and well, it's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? It's a very open question when you say about true love, because I think you have the ability to love anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're compatible, but I think true love is where you're almost like made for each other, and that true love like lasts until the end, and I definitely do believe in that. Some relationships might come off as true love in your eyes and then you get surprised and it might be disappointing for you, but you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going until you find it, and I think you'll know. I think you might, you know, when you're with somebody, you might think, oh, I do really love them, but I think you'll always know that there's something missing, maybe. I know that sounds really depressing, but I'm on about like, you know, when you're young and whatever. But true love, I think you'll really know when you've got true love and it's right next to it. I don't think you could ignore it. Leanne says number 34. What was your dream last night about? Oh my god. Last night I had a dream about Jensen. So, I've got a friend called Jensen, you probably know who he is, but last night I had a dream and we were in this like we were in a supermarket, I don't know why, and he was straight in the dream and I was in love with him, and he was in love with somebody else, and he kept on like making me really jealous in front of me. But it did keep switching. It was Jensen at, like in some parts, and then it wasn't Jensen in some parts. I was just getting jealous over a boy, and I was like, I remember being down like the toiletry aisle or something, and then Jensen like comes around the corner and then he's like, what's up? But he's laughing at me because this Jensen, like, he's not taking it seriously. He's like laughing at me. I'm like, you know I loved you. I'm like, what? Anyway, and then I went like, and then we were going to get on the train in like the tube, and Ella was with me as well, and she went mental at me because I nearly missed the train, nearly made everyone miss the train. But yeah, that I woke up this morning very confused because Jensen is not straight. So obviously I've got really deep rooted feelings for him, and I did piss off Ella a lot in that dream as well. Sorry Ella. Deck says 6. How do you want to die? Okay, so I'm gonna touch wood because obviously I don't think anybody wants to die, sort of thing, but don't think I'd want to die of old age. So it's either old age or something dramatic, just because, you know, like a murder or something, just because I feel like any other way is boring. I'd want to just die quickly. Oh god, that's a hard question. That's a hard question. Neve says 64. Would it be hard to kiss the last person you kissed? No. It wouldn't be. I think this person's given me his number, but without the last 3 digits, so I don't think that's a number, honey. Harry, who likes to be called Murphy, so Murphy, gave me 70, right, 71, cheers mate. There's 70 questions, mate. You little joker. Freya says 20. Where was the last place you snogged someone? Jesus. In the boys' room. That's literally such a weird question, isn't it? It's like I'm in high school again. Even though I wasn't snogging boys in high school. I think this boy's name's Jake or Jack, but he says 8. Played any sports? Right, so when I was younger, when I was in like year 6, year 7, I went to Preston Harriers and I was like an athlete, so I did like all running and like jumping and stuff. I was quite good at jumping, any type of jumping. I was quite good because I've got quite long legs, and I was good at sprinting. But I am the type of person to take the absolute piss out of myself. Could never take sport or PE seriously, so I sort of just went downhill. Like in high school and stuff, like I didn't like trying because I didn't want to show myself up, so I just took the piss instead. And I remember like I've been in different people at different PE classes, but it's always been me and Mika. And me and Mika, not the best people. Like we were literally together throughout the whole of high school, and every single lesson I just remember was funny because of her. Like me and her. We probably annoyed a lot of people, you know, the ones that actually wanted to win. There were so many years where I tried out for netball and never got picked. Holly Towers says number 11. She says, do you like someone? Yes. Moving on. Lauren says 16 or 23, but I'll just do both. 16, how exactly are you feeling at the moment? I'm feeling okay. I've been in a bad mood these past couple of days, but like filming this I feel fine. I feel like it's nice to chat to somebody, you know what I mean? Even though there's nobody here, I'm literally chatting to myself. This third lockdown is just depressing because it's like the first lockdown we thought it was going to be over quite quickly, and then the second lockdown I feel like they did say it was like it's going to be a month and then you're out. But this one I feel like not a lot of people know what's happening, and also we've been in it so many times now that who's to say we're not going to be in another one in a couple months. Like it's just very draining. I feel like everyone's very sort of tired, like you can't go outside on a nice walk and, you know, enjoy the walk because it's sunny, it's miserable outside, it's raining. Like I'm feeling okay at the moment. It's just a situation for everybody that it's just not nice, is it? Next question is, do you have piercings and how many? So I've got one there and one there, one there, one there, but do they count because they're the same on both sides? I'm gonna say 4, 5, 6, and then I've got my belly button done, which I did myself the other week with Mika. I want more piercings. It's just my ears take so long to like heal up. It's really bad. Like these two took about 2 years, and sometimes this one still flares up. Like if I sleep on it like in a weird angle or something, it will flare up. But I want like more piercings on this side. I'd love a nose piercing, but my mum wouldn't let me. So Lily says 69. Appropriate. Do you believe in soulmates? Yes, definitely, but I believe in soulmates as in any different way. I feel like you can meet somebody and instantly get along with them, and you were always meant to be friends with them, not in a sexual way, in a very platonic way, like boys and girls. Like you can meet people and you just were meant to be friends and you will be friends for life sort of thing. But I do obviously believe, like with the same question as the true love one before, you can have soulmates. Definitely. Like I don't feel like you can ever find a perfect person that you're going to get with 24/7 and you're never going to have an argument, you're never going to have a tiff, because people are brought up in different lifestyles, like, and it would be very boring if you got along, you know, 24/7. Yes, I do feel like you can have soulmates, and you can have soulmates with absolutely anybody or anything that you meet. Jack Garth says number 3, do you regret anything? I'm gonna say no, I don't regret anything. I've never, whenever like me and my friends talk about that question, always say no. Like I always say no, because what's the point? What's the actual point in regretting something? Like you can't change it. It was probably, you were probably have meant to have done that thing, or that thing was meant to have happened. And I feel like every sort of mistake that would turn into a regret is done for a reason. It's a lesson learned. No regrets. What's the point? What is the point? You've done it. If you can't change it, there's no point. Laura says 39. I feel like this is a very deep video. I can't really make many jokes. How old are you when you had your first kiss? Laura, you cheeky minx, why do you want to know that? My first kiss was probably like in primary school, but that was like a little peck. But my first ever, you know, like snog was like when I was 15. I was quite a late bloomer. And it was the most awkward thing I've ever done in my life. I was just desperate. I think I was just desperate. All my friends had a nice little snog, you know, at these parties, and I hadn't, because I'm still very scared of boys. I think I literally turned to him and went, give me a kiss, and he gave me a kiss. Ethan Kappa says 19. Would you go back in time if you were given the chance? No. Actually, I think, yeah. Because when I was thinking of that then, I was like, oh, to change things. But I think I would go back in time to, you know what I miss the most about being like really young, like a kid, is having an imagination. Because I see some people on TikTok, like, they're obviously the videos that we would laugh at, as in laughing at them and not enjoying their content sort of thing. They are having the, like, best times of their lives. Best times of their lives. Because all of their imagination is still there, and, like, what they're acting out is, like, they're literally in a movie sort of thing. That's what I miss. I feel like I would go back and live my life as a child. Just one day playing mums and dads in the playground, you know? Chloe, also shout out to Chloe, because I didn't give Chloe a shout out last video, and I'm not being funny or anything, but she is the OG YouTuber in my group of friends. I am copying her. Number 2, who did you last say I love you to? Probably my mum, on the phone. Or who was I on the phone with the other day and I went, love you? Don't know, one of the girlies probably. 27. Have you ever broken someone's heart? It's a bit of a, like, I don't know. I feel like people have definitely acted like I've hurt their feelings in terms of like relationships, but whether I've actually broken their heart, I have no idea. No idea. Sorry if I have. Henry says 56. How many people have you fist for? No one. But the other night, Izzy was sleeping here, and she said, it wasn't like fist fighting, but she said that in my sleep I just kept on, like, I was like going like this, and then I'd get up and I'd put my head face down in the pillow and scream. So obviously I was like arguing with or having beef with someone in my dream, but no, I've never had a fist. That has nothing to do with fist fights, but I'm just saying I think I was very aggressive in my dream the other night, and I have no idea who I was fighting. Okay guys, that's going to be all the questions I'm going to do. Make it like a short-ish one. I've got my AirPods in because I've just opened my window because it stinks in here. I don't know why. Like, I literally eat, sleep in here. I don't like eating in the kitchen just because it's like bad vibes. It's not like anything to do with my flat. It's literally, I don't know if you've ever stayed in United Students accommodation, you just know there's not a lot to work with. Like, I've done alright with my room because I've literally got like these lights. I've got them lights, got my computer on. I've literally got 2 lamps in here. And because that main light is awful for makeup, I'm glad I've got a little ring light, because I wouldn't be able to do my makeup past like 5 o'clock because the lighting's so awful. Like, I guess in summer, because I get really good sunsets in here, so the sun must be like on this side in the evenings, so it'll be okay then. But obviously it literally is dark from 4:30, so I don't know why I'm rambling. What was I even saying then? Oh yeah, anyway, so it stinks in my room, so I've opened windows, so I'll put my AirPods in so that the audio sounds a little bit better. If it sounds better though, I might always put my AirPods in, but I can't always do that if, you know, I'm filming with like friends or whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's actually quite depressing, like eating and sleeping and working in your room, especially when you're doing online learning. Like, this whole place is like, this is it. I'm rambling so much, but yeah, anyway. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was more of like a mellow one, you know, more of like you put it on whilst you're doing something, whilst you're doing jobs, almost like a little podcast. It was like a podcast style question video. Hope you've learned a little bit about me. They weren't the most, like, you know, gritty questions. I'm sure I could do a Q&A and you could find out a lot more sort of thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Lidl with Esther now. I need some bagels and some cheese and probably some more food, like not really got much. But yeah, thanks for watching. In my next video, I'd love to have a little sign off, but I don't at the moment. I'll think of one. Bye.